Whether you're an avid boxing fan or just tuning in for the spectacle, the upcoming bout between super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez and welterweight kingpin Terence Crawford is undoubtedly an event worth watching. Recently, the matchup was officially confirmed, which means that soon these two elite fighters will step into the ring and finally settle their differences. The announcement of Canelo Alvarez vs Terence Crawford has ripped the boxing world in half. There is endless debate across TV panels, podcasts, and Twitter feeds about who really has the edge in this once-in-a-lifetime fight. The common folk are firmly convinced that they know who will win. But what do the pros think? We take a look at how bookies, analysts, and former champs are putting their money where their mouth is. Some believe that Canelo's raw power, granite chin, and years of experience battling giants like GGG, Kovalev, and Bivol will prove too much for Crawford, who has never been tested against an opponent quite like him. Others, however, point to Bud's flawless technical display against Errol Spence. His ability to dissect opponents with ease while seemingly never being in any real danger himself. As fans eagerly await the outcome of this epic clash of styles, many are wondering whether it's all hype or if there's substance behind the spectacle, and how much stock we should be putting into the predictions of those who made a living from the sweet science. On one side, you have believers in Canelo's raw power, granite chin, and years of experience battling giants like Kovalev and Bivol, arguing that Crawford simply can't withstand that level of firepower. On the other, fans of Bud insist that his flawless timing, counterpunching, and ability to switch stances mid-fight will leave Canelo swinging at air and questioning his strategy. Let us examine some of the arguments being made on each side. Before diving into how the odds are shaping up and which camp the experts seem to be siding with, there are plenty of reasons why people think that Crawford will have a field day against Canelo. First up is Crawford's movement and ring IQ. While neither fighter has ever been accused of being a ballet dancer, Crawford's footwork and ability to read his opponent is widely considered superior to Canelo. This is evident in how he dismantles opponents like Spence, often dictating the pace and distance of the fight according to his own preferences. If he manages to implement the same game plan against Canelo, it could prove problematic for the Mexican superstar who used to overwhelming opponents with his sheer power and aggression. However, even if Crawford manages to outbox Canelo in the early rounds, there's no guarantee that he'll be able to maintain that advantage throughout the entire fight. That's because another major factor comes into play: Canelo's legendary chin. It is hard to imagine Crawford being able to send Canelo to the canvas, given his track record of taking some of the most vicious punches in boxing history without even flinching. In fact, only one fighter, Dimitri Bivol, has managed to drop Canelo during his professional career. And that was a glancing blow that would likely have been ruled a slip by most referees. As such, many believe that even if Crawford lands some of his patented counterpunches that have decimated previous opponents, he won't be able to put Canelo away. And that's where the experience factor comes in. Canelo has been in countless wars over the course of his 12-year professional career, going toe-to-toe with the best in the sport and coming out on top more often than not. Crawford, on the other hand, has seen nearly as much action and has arguably had it a bit too easy in his professional career so far. Some believe that this lack of experience could cost him dearly against an opponent as skilled and battle-hardened as Canelo. So what do the bookies think? Well, the odds have shifted slightly in favor of Canelo since the matchup was first announced. However, it is important to note that these odds are unnecessarily indicative of which fighter is more likely to win. Instead, they reflect how much money is being bet on each fighter. Currently, Canelo is a slight favorite, but the difference is so small that it's practically negligible. After all, these are two of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world, and anything can happen on fight night. So what do the experts think? Well, as you might expect, there is a split between those who believe in Canelo's power and those who think Crawford's technical skills will prevail. Floyd Mayweather, widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time, has come out in support of Crawford, praising his movement and ability to dictate the pace of the fight. Mayweather also believes that Crawford's height and reach advantage will be a deciding factor in the matchup. Conversely, Manny Pacquiao, another boxing legend, has sided with Canelo, citing his power, experience, and heart as reasons for his prediction. Ultimately, both men agree that this fight is too close to call and that it could go either way. Let's check out what some of the former champs have been saying. Oscar de la Hoya, who has promoted both Crawford and Canelo in the past, has expressed confidence in Crawford's ability to win the fight. He believes that Crawford's technical skills and movement will be too much for Canelo to handle. Bernard Hopkins, a former middleweight and light heavyweight champion, agrees with De La Hoya, predicting that Crawford will win by unanimous decision. Hopkins also believes that Crawford's movement will be a key factor in the fight. Floyd Mayweather, widely regarded as one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time, agrees with Hopkins and De La Hoya, predicting that Crawford will win by unanimous decision. Mayweather also believes that Crawford's movement will be a key factor in the fight. While many experts and fans are leaning towards Crawford, it's important to remember that Canelo is no slouch. He is widely considered to be one of the best boxers in the world today, and has a proven track record of beating top-level competition. In addition to his power and experience, Canelo also has a few tricks up his sleeve that could give him the edge in this fight. For example, he is known for his incredible body punching, which could wear down Crawford over the course of the fight. Additionally, Canelo is a master at adjusting his game plan and exploiting his opponent's weaknesses. If he can figure out Crawford's style early on, he may be able to make some adjustments that give him the advantage in the later rounds. Crawford, on the other hand, is known for his technical precision and ability to break down his opponents. He has a devastating combination of speed, power, and accuracy that has allowed him to dominate the welterweight division. Crawford's movement and ring IQ are also top-notch, which makes him a difficult opponent to hit and even harder to finish off. However, Crawford has never fought anyone quite like Canelo before. Canelo is a bigger, stronger opponent with a granite chin and a relentless work rate. Crawford will need to be at the top of his game in order to defeat him. Ultimately, predicting the outcome of this fight is tricky business. Both Canelo and Crawford are incredibly talented fighters with unique skill sets and strengths. Only time will tell who will emerge victorious when these two titans collide in the ring. So who do you think will win the fight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on all things boxing. See you next time.